Hello everybody, welcome to your June 2021 tarot reading, and I am shuffling Cosmic Tarot. Here's the book, or the package for Cosmic Tarot, so that you know, and then I'll have two other spreads right after this to tell you basically what the month of June has in store. All right, I hope you can see these pretty well. Okay, you can. Okay, great. All right, so this month has to do with chasing something down. What are you chasing? This is like a conquest chase card. So it means that you are building towards a goal, or following something in a quick motion. So what is your goal here? What's your objective? I do feel like you're moving towards a goal very quickly, sometimes in a brash manner. So the Chariot. So this is you right now in this moment. Okay, so maybe you're looking for a new job, maybe it's a partner, maybe it's something like that. Fast moving energy. And so in the recent past, you or somebody that you were very close with was like a CEO slash boss energy. So maybe you left a job, maybe you left this boss, or maybe this was you and you embodied a very male slash CEO corporate type energy. And this can also be something that's very strict with a lot of rules, a lot of Saturn related restrictions. That is what this Emperor means. It means like a CEO of a company with lots of rigid rules. So maybe you left a job in the corporate world and you're really happy about it because now you're free. This is in your past. Or maybe this was you and now you're just going in a different direction. Maybe you're really hard on yourself, or maybe this is your dad, or maybe this was your boss and then they're in your past. Either way, you're kind of free. You're free to roam, and you not only are you roaming, you're actually chasing something down, a new goal, something in a completely different direction than this strict rule-based mentality here. Okay, so the Magician. Now, if you did leave a job, because these kind of seem like they might be jobs, you might be wondering if the job that you're chasing after, if you are qualified. And this Magician card has to do with, whether you feel qualified or not, among other things. And yes, you are qualified. This one has to do with like the foundations of your education, the foundations of what it is that you're doing with your life and where you're heading. And since you seem to be heading in a new direction, yes, you are qualified. Okay, so even in those moments of self-doubt, even in those moments of like interviewing or a lot of questioning, just have confidence in yourself, because your whole entire life has brought you to the present moment when you'll be asked these questions, or something will be asked of you. You'll be questioning yourself whether you're qualified, and yes, you are. This is the unknown position, and for you, this is a really great card, the Six of Cups, because this is the ultimate friendship and social life card. You are surrounded by people that genuinely care about you and want the best for you, okay? No fake friendships are around you. All these people are genuine, and they would give you the shirts off their back, and they will be there for you when your car breaks down, etc., etc. So this is a really good card. It means you're in a really good spot with your friendships. Now, King of Pentacles, this is the tendencies of development, and usually, guess what? This is usually a dad. Okay, is there somebody looking out for you? Is there somebody who is willing to lend you money? Usually for my readings, the King of Pentacles can be a dad, or else it's a man who is a master of his own realm, and the realm is usually the realm of wealth and resources. So he really cares about resources, about money, the stock market, commodities, things like this, and he's actually not really into woo-woo things. He might like camping a lot. He might like banking, but he's not gonna watch something like this video on tarot or something, because they're an Earth or a Pentacles person is only gonna like tarot or crystals or something if they see wealth in it, or some sort of monetary value that they can realize immediately. And so that does not involve woo-woo things. But this is somebody who, if they're not in your life now, well, they'll be coming towards you very soon here. And then they'll be like a very generous father type. Now, this type can also be considered greedy, but this particular man is not really greedy. It's just that he is really protective of his resources and very cognizant of how they're used. Okay, so let's get going with the next card deck. I'm actually going to put those there. And the next card deck is Everyday Tarot. Let me just shuffle these a little bit. Okay. Hierophant. All right. Oh, King of Wands. Okay. We have two Pentacles cards again. Okay, the Hierophant. Now, in the last spread, this was the Chariot. Maybe you are developing your psychic abilities really quickly, because usually for me, the Hierophant is like a leader slash visionary in their field, yet they have a lot of intuitive abilities and they're able to lead people easily. It's kind of like the Pope, except that this is a more well-rounded individual, and a lot of times a visionary leader within their own family, and they're kind of coming upon these new ideas, coming upon this new leadership role right around this time. And other people are going to look up to you and ask you questions about what are your beliefs, what's your opinion on this, where in the past they might have not done that because they may have thought that your beliefs and your ideas were too weird. But it doesn't seem like that anymore. You're kind of coming into more of a leadership position here within your group. And in the past, there was this King of Wands. And then in the last spread, it was the Emperor. But the King of Wands is actually a really likable character. He's really social. He plays the social game. A lot of times he has red hair and it has a fiery personality and like brash way of saying things and be kind of loud and fiery with his words. You know, he can have even quite a temper, but despite his bombastic appearance and social presence, he is a very, very loving, kind individual, and he's actually easily hurt, even though on the outside it might not seem that way. It's kind of like a fire sign presence where they seem fiery, and although they're just very warm people down inside, despite appearances. So this person is in your past. Maybe you have kind of left somebody in the past that was fiery and outspoken and very social, and then maybe you have become somebody who is more balanced and more visionary and more set in their intuitive ways. Maybe that's because they're both kind of leadership positions here, and they're both facing the same direction. So I have a tendency to believe that maybe they're just like an overlay of the same person. This is how you used to be, and this is how you are now. Now, in the future, this is in the near future, and this has to do with loving your job. So I'm not sure exactly what you're doing now, but in the near future, you're going to be loving your job a lot more. So if this is a career change, then you're kind of changing from a fiery personality to more of a calm, visionary type, and you're actually going to be loving what you do a lot more. That's what the Six of Pentacles is about, the joy of work. And this is the Knight of Swords, is really good at deciphering the truth and also being on the cutting edge of their field. So once again, kind of a visionary type energy. These are both visionary type energies, and then this can be a little bit more cutting and on the edge, and then this is more of a spiritual type of knowledge leadership role here. So it's very interesting, this Knight of Swords. This Knight of Swords character is quick to action. He can be a little bit impulsive actually, but very quick-witted, and he tends to dive into things head first, and he can also kind of force things and be very driven and ambitious. So I'm wondering if these are either all versions of you, or if you're like a young man or a man watching this, then it's kind of saying that these are all kind of this ambitious ambitious version of you, and where these would be very ambitious and this would just be a visionary. So maybe you're kind of stepping back from this fiery personality that you have and like coming forward and presenting yourself in more of a stoic religious way or something, and then leaving behind, or at least putting this in the back seat, keeping this very driven, ambitious, fiery part. It's still there, it's still a part of you, but not having that being the first thing people see about you. Because honestly, if these are you and you're this fiery and you're ambitious, that could rub people the wrong way. It could kind of you know, make them like you less. And then now it's like, okay, well, this person's more calm and more confident, so is more of a leader here. I'm not totally sure, but there's definitely a lot of people here that you're dealing with, and they all seem to be males. I know that this card has you know, like long hair, but the Knight of Swords is still male. It's a male energy. All right, Page of Pentacles. So this is about new plans, new visions, new insights, new business plans. This is about the desire to start a new financial opportunity or a new career opportunity. So I think that all of this is happening. You're changing from a fiery leader to more of a visionary leader, and then kind of putting your impulsive decision making in the back seat. And the reason that you're doing all this is because you're getting prepared for this career change. Honestly, that's what the Page is. She is a career change, and she's going after new financial opportunities. But this is a very soft card, so that's why you are needing this sort of softness and this quiet confidence about you that the Hierophant exudes and she exudes. And so these sort of impulsive, loud, and even cutting behaviors and personality types are kind of have to go in the back seat for a little while, at least during June. All right, so let me get a summary card here just to kind of put together everything that we've been discussing for the last like 15 minutes, because I do think that this reading is very career oriented. So let's see what this has to do. It has to do kind of with, like, I don't know, building your soft skills a little bit more, helping people to realize how really intuitive and into the mystical sciences and how much of a visionary you really are. That's what it has to do with, and being less brash, in my opinion, unless of course you're letting go of somebody who's brash like that. Okay, so here we go. Summary card. All right, synchronicity. Okay, so your prayers and questions are being answered by synchronistic events. Notice them in order to increase their flow. So this has to do with the what you're going after, because you will have a lot of questions for what you're going after. And this card is also about going after things. And then also this Hierophant card has a lot to do with it too, because if you are spiritually inspired on a day-to-day basis, then you're going to have to recognize the synchronicities that the universe is showing to you to help guide you. So even though this month might have some open-ended questions about your career and about different personality traits and how they resonate with different people, just hang on to all the synchronicities that are coming your way, because I do think that your prayers and questions are being answered in the month of June. So good luck to everybody. I hope that you found this useful, and I'll be back with another video before you know it. Bye.